This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now, where we bring you the 3 E's: educate, empower, and engage. I'm your host, Harvey Blankfeld, and we've been selling homes here in Southern Nevada since 1988. Let's look at the data that I got for you this month. Currently available, and these are only single-family homes. Currently available, we have 5,509. We have 4,940 in escrow, and we have sold 3,304 in the last 30 days. As compared to last month, they're almost identical. Just a few fewer in escrow right now, but the same number available and almost the same number closed for an absorption rate of 1.67. So what does that mean? Again, absorption rate is the amount of months it takes to sell the home on average. If you take the available 5,509 homes and divide it by the 3,304 divided by the 5,509, you end up with that 167. So it takes 1 2/3 months to sell your home, basically, is what it says. If you're priced right, if you're overpriced, it's going to hurt you. Last year, we were 8,000, a little over 8,000 available. About the same number pending and slightly fewer closed. So the market's a little more heated. With it. Last year, the absorption rate was 2.78. So you can see it's come down. This is when they're talking about that diminished inventory. That's where that comes from. The other thing I want to talk about is the stack chart. This is the one I do with you every month. It's the number of closings per month. Year to date, you can see that we're up. We did 3141 last month. We're still ahead of last year. We're still creeping up on previous years. So we're still running ahead in the number of closings that we're having on single-family homes. Forrest Barbie, our broker, sent me this article earlier this month about Fitch Ratings, who declare our market to be overvalued by about 15%. And the data they used saying that we've grown by 55% was somewhat askew. And the reason he says it, you've heard me say this before, it's not necessarily that your home has gone up 55%. The product mix average or median has gone up 55%. And what he did was he broke it into bands. And I'm going to show you the 4 bands. The first one is 0 to 250. These are homes from January of 12 right through July of this year. And that has, in fact, gone up 55%. That's the band where it went from 117 to 198. Then you have the next band of pricing, 250 to 450. That band has actually only gone up 0.5%, from 316 to 318. And then you have the third band, which is 450 to 750, which has actually gone down 2%. And then you have the over 750 to 1.5, and that one has gone up slightly, a little over 1.25%. When you look at these price bands, what you see is that while the lesser expensive homes have gone up, and part of that is because there aren't any under 150. A single family home under 150 is extremely rare, whereas back then there were plenty. And so now you have very, very few. The other thing I wanted to share was one last chart. Is closed units by price point. I know this chart's a little confusing, but if you spend a moment and look at it, you're going to see that the 0 to 100, the 100 to 250, and the 250 to 500, how that market mix has changed from January of 06 through now, that how the 250 to 500 has grown dramatically, and the 0 to 100 has virtually disappeared. And that's my point. So as we look at these numbers, remember, it's not that everyone's home has gone up 55%, but the market mix has changed. Homes have gone up. We're not disputing that. They have. And I would tell you that you got to look at your own neighborhood to see what your neighborhood's doing. And if you have a question about that, just give me a call. I'll be happy to help you.
You've been listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now with host Harvey Blankfeld. Please tune in every Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on News Talk 720 KDWN.